I'll give you two. The first big mistake I see people make is they don't clarify the intent of the other person speaking or asking a question. That means that when someone asks a question, they instead jump right into the answer. But the thing that you can do instead is ask, what do you mean by that question? And see what they say. It's a very harmless question, but all it does is it gets them to elaborate more, articulate, better define what it is that they actually care about. Because too often, I see people communicate, answer the wrong question. So let's say, for example, someone were to ask me, Preston, what's the status update with partner X? I'd be happy to give you a status update. May I ask, what specifically is motivating you to ask the question? And they say, well, I'm particularly curious about what we're doing with partners Y and Z, and I'm worried that partner X might actually be taking away valuable resources from our other partners. So I'm just curious to understand what you've done to date. And then all of a sudden, that context helps me articulate my answer. And I would say, got it. So it sounds like you're concerned about resource allocation and want to understand what we're doing with partner X to ensure that our resources are allocated most efficiently. Is that right? And then they might say, yes, that's exactly right. And then you answer that. Well, based off everything you said, we've done X, Y, and Z with partner X, but given the priorities on Y and Z, I'm happy to cut down X and Y so that we can focus our efforts where it's most important. That would be great. Thanks. You see, right there, all of a sudden, I have now directly assuaged them of their concerns by addressing the most important thing, but I would not have gotten there had I not asked for their intent. The second thing that I actually see quite a bit of when it comes to mistakes that people make when it comes to speaking is people don't slow down. People talk way too much. They over elaborate, they go on complete different tangents. And it's amazing that if you just slow down by pausing before you speak and just think, what's the one line summary of what I need to say? And say that up front. Just think about that as you're pausing. What's the one line summary of what I need to say? That right there will make you come off as way more concise whenever you speak.